Hello everyone. So today I'll be telling you all how I cleared my interview with an edtech company in my first attempt. So let's get started. So I applied for a senior maths teacher post in Bhanzu. Yes, you all heard it right. So bhanzu is an edtech company which focuses on the motto eradicate maths phobia. So our main goal is to eradicate maths phobia and let the students know the beauty of maths. So I cleared it for the post of 9 to 12 mathematics. Yeah, so I'll be telling you how I went through the interview process and what were the processes, what were the rounds and all the details related to it. So our first round is a subjective test. Exactly. First round consists of a subjective test which is an online computer based test, but you are being tracked continuously by the authorities. Exactly. You have to keep your video on, and the first most thing you must be prepared with is your introduction. You must always have a very interactive introduction, and the introduction should go from 40 seconds to 1 minute. Exactly. There are many cases like we finish it up straight away in 30 seconds, so that should not be done. The interview should go in a very smooth manner. Exactly, you explain yourself completely in a minute. Like you start, what is your name, what are your hobbies, your qualifications and whatever you are interested in and your skills. Basically you tell the most out of yourself in a single minute. So your introduction is basically based on how you can express yourself and you can tell about yourself in a minute, how you extract your abilities and put them in words in a minute. Exactly. And you must always focus on how to face camera. Face the camera, speak about yourself freely and just impress the interviewer. Now the second step, start with the subjective test. Always carry your identity with yourself. Start with your test. For test, you must be prepared with the very basic properties and the concepts. Now starting with the test, you must be prepared with the basic concepts. Your basics must be very clear. You must be strong, thorough, clear and everything must be on tips for your basics. And the most important thing we should always keep in mind is we should go neither too fast nor too slow. Read the question carefully and then think about the answer and answer it. Don't even try to take more of the time, neither less. Take the time required for yourself. I cleared my test of 1 hour in 24 minutes and 48 seconds. Exactly. So that's how I went with the first round. I downloaded that result which I got, and it all depends on them whether we are selected or not. We don't know, not through the result as well. So after 2 to 3 days I got a call from bhanzu's HR that yes, I have cleared the first round and now I'll have to give the second. So the second round itself consists of 2 sub-rounds. In the first sub-round you will be asked basic questions related to your subject. So as I already said, you must be clear with your basic concepts. They'll be asking you 3 to 4 questions and the question will be asked in such a way like you have to relate the answer with the real life. Compare it with the real life as much as you can so that the answer is easily understandable by the student. Now let's talk about the second sub round. So for the second round, what we must focus on is, as in the second round, we have to present ourselves. If we are applying for a full-time role, like I have applied for a full-time role, there are candidates who apply for a part-time also. So in full-time role, we have to present ourselves with a topic they'll be giving you before the interview, before 1 day or 2 days. They'll give you on time the topics and you have to select any one topic out of the given topics, right? So from those given topics, I have selected one of the topic which I felt comfortable with, which was of 11th grade, functions. So I took the topic functions, which is of 11th grade, and we have to express, like I have to present it in such a way that the topic is understandable by a 9th grade student. So it is very clear from the topic itself, like you have to explain an 11th grade topic to a 9th grade student. you have to go in a very deep basics so as to explain it, because the understanding level of a 9th grade student will be quite different from a 11th grade student. That's quite obvious. So there were many ways we can choose how we would like to present ourselves. So in bhanzu, we had various ways. I personally chose a presentation. I made a presentation with animations and all, and created the content which I felt was useful and was easy for a student to understand through it. And the content which we should focus on is that the content should be attractive, so that the student will get to know, student will take interest in your PPTs. Like the topic should be interesting, or you make it interesting using creative presentations and all. So I made a presentation on functions topic, although you can find the video on YouTube. I'll upload it. So I started with the demo lecture which we were supposed to present. I started with that and I explained the topic, and then the demo round was over. I have presented myself. If they felt something, they have informed in between. If they don't, they will let you smoothly go on with your topic and the presentation. And yes, of course, you will get to know if your interview is going in a perfect manner or not. Like they used to keep their videos and audios off while you are presenting yourself. Like while I was presenting myself in a demo lecture, the HR switched off their camera as the video and the audio. We have to consider them as a student of 9th grade and present our topic. I explained the topic functions, and after I'm done with the topic, I basically focused on the creativity of presentation and to be clear with the concepts and have a strong knowledge of my topic. After we are done with the demo, they'll stop you in between whenever they feel like it is enough. They stop you and then they'll ask you questions related to your topic itself. So they asked me a question related to that topic only, and so I started with the answer, and yes, they literally gave a positive response like awesome, cool, and whatever they felt like. But still, their response doesn't mean that you will be clearing it. Of course, it all depends later on whether you get a call from them or not, right? So after 3 days, I got a call from the HR that yes, you have cleared your interview rounds and we would like to offer you this post, which was of 9 to 12 higher mathematics CBSE. And so the meeting was scheduled for the evening, and their CTC and all was discussed, and then you go with the process that yes, whether you want to join or not. So the main thing you must always focus on is be clear with your concepts, be thorough with your concepts, and be so confident with your skills and concepts that whenever a question is raised, you are ready with your answer in a very attractive and a clear manner. And try as much as you can relate it with the real life. Like maths is not about learning, it has to be explained. If you learn something, you'll forget in few days, but if you'll understand something, that will always remain in your mind. Exactly. So I personally focus on that maths has to be always understood. You use any method, you solve it by any way, but the answer should be correct, and you must know the concept. If you know the concept, you can solve any question and just extract the beauty of this subject. There's nothing to learn. You just need to be thorough with the understanding process, and there you go. Also, the plus point of the subject you'll get to know is you can score full marks very easily if you know the concept and you know how to solve it. Just focus on the concepts and the formulas. If you know the concept, relate it with the real life as well, so as to know the beauty of this subject. So that was all I wanted to share with you in this video. If you guys have any questions, anything or anything else you would like to know, you can straight away mention it in the comment section. Bye bye, take care.